Gary Stevenson has recently supposedly alienated a lot of ethnic minority people by recently coming out saying that you have to appeal to those disaffected reform voters who might have some racist or harmful ideas around minorities on a class basis, right? Because to build a real political movement, we need to focus on common needs. The suggestion is that for the greater good, you actually have to tolerate this anti-immigrant sentiment, but that's problematic because it's like asking us black and brown bodies to just accept hate against us and build a coalition with people who literally think our cultures are basically inferior, when shouldn't it be the opposite way around? It's a difficult one.
I've been a big fan of Gary Stevenson for many years. I actually emailed him back in the day trying to work with him. So Gary, respond to my email and come on the podcast. The first thing I want to say is, like, Gary is a single issue guy. He's really about the wealth tax. But I think he is moving into dangerous rhetoric here because he is losing sight of the lived reality of people, which is multifaceted. Although we might experience from material impoverishment, people like ourselves also experience the material impacts of racism, the material impacts of a rise of fascism, the material impacts of a rise in violent language towards ethnic minorities.
Honestly, personally, it's actually really conflicting for me because I think like much of the racist rhetoric that is galvanizing the far right is obviously against Muslims. And so on the one hand, the actual Islamic way to kind of combat this is kind of the Gary Stevenson way. Like, you actually kind of need to invite these people into your house, invite them to the masjid, tell them to come and experience your community and change their sort of views in that very kind of human way.
I guess the difference is Gary didn't recognise that these people are fascist in their rhetoric and are racist in their rhetoric, and nevertheless we should invite them into our progressive movement so that they can ameliorate their opinions and we can progress together and collaborate. What Gary did is actually say, he's not going to call them fascist. He's not going to call them racist. So I think that is the dangerous part. Yeah. So perhaps what would have been better for Gary to do there is to say, I recognise there is a rise in fascism and we should challenge that. But on my issue, I'm going to want their support, not in terms of their political opinions, but in terms of their economic commitment to a wealth tax.